Hello, welcome back to Auto Pop Culture, and today we're going over the album from 88 Rising. It's called Head in the Clouds 2. So I'm going to do my best, my very, very best to kind of break down exactly what this is. Because I've literally listened, I've been listening to them for a while, and I listened to some of their stuff individually. I didn't actually go through the full album until recently. So I saw this was Head in the Clouds Part 2, and I was like, oh great, so the Head in the Clouds, the original one, is actually continuing on to this one. So I listened to that one first, and then listened to this new one, and then I kind of looked up, decided, I was like, there's a lot of features in this, is pretty much a lot of features. So I looked it up, and I was like, who is 88 Rising? And then I can go from the features from there. But I realized that this is a compilation album. So I didn't know that at all. I was like, oh shit, this is individual people doing the same thing, but there's a group of people doing that are part of 88 Rising, but there's also other people that join in as well. And so 88 Rising is pretty much a mass media company that that pretty much not advertises, but features a lot of Asian pop, rap, media music. So I don't really know this at all, and so I had to look up who's technically part of it. So the list of people that are part of it is Done Found Dead, Joji, which is, I do follow him, I didn't know he was part of it, Higher Brothers, Keith Ape, Lexi Liu, NIKI, which is, by the way, I love, Rich Brian, which is somebody I also follow, didn't know he was part of it, August '08, Dawn Craze, and Stephanie Poetri, which is somebody else I also knew. I didn't really know that she was part of this type of thing, because she also is her own little solo person, and so is everybody else in this too. So, oh my god, I just overload with so much information about this group, and I'm super excited, because if this is how it's gonna go, then by all means, I'm so excited. So, in this album directly is what I'm here to talk about right now. I really like it. I feel like it's a little more emotional than the last album. I feel like there's a little more talk about love, about loss, about they kind of go way more deeper into the topics that they talk about, and also it's a little more different. They added extra level stuff to it. So there's a song called Just Use Music Again, featuring Rhymso, and it's pretty much it's very little vocals. It's I just use music again, I just use music again. It just goes over and over and does that, but the sound is it's like pulsing. It's really nice. It's completely a weird break between the two, because you get the song before it was shoulda, woulda, or shouldn't, couldn't, wouldn't, with NIKI and Rich Brian, is that you get that part, which is you hear NIKI sing in her angelic voice, which is oh my god, I just need to invest more into her, because I really love her voice. I love her ranges, and she can sing. So yeah, so it's that, and then I just use music again, and you're okay, it's a break. It's almost an instrumental break, but it also gives you a taste of what Rhymso is about. So, which I think is kind of cool, and I already subscribe to him now. And then it goes into Indigo, which is such a great song to kick you off back into the vocals, with NIKI, of course. And oh my god, that song is so... It's just a bop, a complete bop immediately. And how far does this Indigo go? I loved her bouncing with the beat and everything. It's so great. And then it goes into fucking Hopscotch. Hopscotch featuring Barney, Bones, and Rich Brian, and a couple other people, but they just go in, and the bass is super hard, the filthy beat is into it. It's just I completely know that if I was to listen to it in a like car or get some nice bass to it, ooh, it would just be it'd just be the bop of the bops. Like, it's great. Like, it's a song, the whole song is just great. I listened to it like 3 times already. So yeah, and so the first half of the album is kind of nice. It gives you a reminding of the last album, which is kind of like I want to say from 1 to 6, you kind of get the same type of sound that you got from last time, and then it kind of slowly, gradually kind of gives you like pieces of different other sounds that you wouldn't listen, that wasn't on the other album. And it just, and then it just hit you hard with more emotions with the second half of the album after Indigo. Like, there would be one, it's called Calculator, which is one of my favorite songs, featuring August 08 and Barney Bones. So in this one, pretty much, he just kind of feels hopeless, like, August 08 feels kind of hopeless, just like, I don't know what to do, like, something's not added up, maybe my calculator is broken, like, maybe I'm not meant for love. And it's just like, he goes through the list of examples of like, I was with Britney, and we didn't even last summer, I went with this, and it's very helpless, at the same time it's kind of hopeful, and it's just like, maybe I should give up, but it also shows that he doesn't want to give up, but it seems like the result is heading that direction. And so it's kind of interesting, that one, and La La Lost was really good. Hold Me Down it's pretty much just Higher Brothers, which is a Chinese dance pop group. And it's pretty much just, that song is mostly in Chinese. It's not even, like, there's maybe a few sentences that's in English. But I love that. I think that's kind of cool. Like, I love that, I feel like this album's way more diverse. Like, it has way more stuff you would, like, than the other one. The other one's great, but I feel like this one's more touching on areas that you would think that you really, but they haven't done before, you know? Another one I really, really liked was the highlight of the album. One of the highlights of the album, I should say, is I Love You 3002. So I know that Stephanie Poetri, which is also somebody I knew, and I knew this song too. So the fact that Jackson Wang jumped onto this was kind of cool. And I feel like he added more like a reaction back to her about it, and it turns into a nice, lovely duet with an acoustic duet kind of thing, which I think is kind of cute. Because I already love the song immediately, like a song about Avengers and I Love You 3000 and I'm your be my Iron Man kind of thing. Like, I was obsessed. Yeah, and then I love the closing of the album, which is called the Gold Coast is the last song, featuring Rich Brian, and it's like kind of a ballad-ish night, like nostalgic, very dreamy, and it pretty much talks about Gold Coast. And Gold Coast, if anybody is not familiar, is a city in Australia. It's just, and you can visualize exactly how he's feeling about it. And there's been talks, when I looked up the stuff behind the songs, is one of the things that Rich talks about, is that he really loves going to that place, and whenever he gets booked, like a gig over there, he gets very excited because he loves that city. So yeah, so I'm so like overwhelmed with information that I got from this, and I'm so excited to get more into it. Now that I know the basis of it, I need to go backwards to kind of see what I missed, to kind of get the whole gist of it. So when the next album comes out, when the third part comes out, or when something else that they decide to do with 88 Rising comes out, I can be ready, and I know exactly who's singing, I know exactly who's rapping, it's like that. And so far, I'm kind of getting used to it, I'm kind of slowing myself into it. I'm just dumbfounded by, like, just the talent and the sound of the songs. Like, it's pretty good. Like, it's definitely, if you don't know anything about this group or this company or anything, I would definitely suggest and recommend getting into them and kind of getting into their sound and everything. They have a lot of like groups from like Indonesia, groups / individual artists from Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, China, just all those places. And I think it's really kind of cool to have that type of company doing that right now. So yeah, so that is it. That is my review for the Head in the Clouds 2. I pretty much give this an 8 out of 10. I think there's some songs that I didn't really mingle well with, especially in the first half. But and also, oh, by the way, Sway Lee and Major Laser's in it. It's really, really cool. But all in all, it's a really, really, really good album. Comment below, tell me what you thought. I would love to hear the fans under this. Also talk more about it if you have any more like kind of fun facts about them, or if there's a way that you think I would really even more appreciate this type of like vibe of this, like this type of company and this type of like the artists, if they're like any of them that you really want me to like really get deeper into, please leave a comment below. Some fun facts would be great. And I'll see you guys in the next video.